My name is Allison Harrison, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Girl Scout Gold Award Take Action Project. And if you're a Girl Scout about to start your project or just getting into your project, I'm here to share some tips and tricks on how to make the Girl Scout Gold Award go by easier and to create an awesome, sustainable project. So a lot of you all are wondering, what's the first step to the Gold Award? And it's easy. All you gotta do is figure out what you love to do and what kind of project you can create from it. And then you start brainstorming a couple ideas until you figure out what the Gold Award project you're going to do is. Okay, now that you have your project idea picked out, the next step is to find a project advisor. Now this is where things can get a little tricky because it can't be your parent and it can't be your Girl Scout leader. So you have to think bigger. You have to go out and find somebody that is knowledgeable in who or what your project is going to complete. Now there's only 2 more steps before you can finally go to that council meeting and get your project approved. What you have to do is you have to sit down with your project advisor and make a timeline, a budget list, and everything that you think you have to do to create your project. This way, when you're going to fill out your project proposal form, you will have it all set in mind and you are ready to go. Now the last step before you go to the Girl Scout Council and introduce your project to them in person is you have to fill out your proposal form. All you have to do is fill out the forms, send them on their way, and then you'll get an interview day. Now you're at the Girl Scout Council meeting, and what you have to do is you have to introduce your project to the members, and you will get a yes or no if you're ready to start your project or not. You got a yes on your project. Now you can get started. And one tip that I would give to you right now is that you cannot forget to log every single thing you do. You have to count drive time, if you do research online, any building time, fundraising time, anything and everything counts. And since this is a long project that needs 80 hours minimum to complete, I suggest you write in every little thing. Now that your project's finished, it's time to educate and inspire others. Now you can do this in a lot of different ways. You can call your local newspaper and get a story written about it. Create a Facebook page talking all about your story and what you've done. Anything to let your project shine and get it recognized. Now you can't forget about your final paperwork. Now what you have to do after you have all of your 80 hours and your project completed is you have to fill out the final paperwork, set up another meeting with your Girl Scout Council and tell them everything you did. Now that we've gone through the process of completing the Gold Award project, I'd like to share with you the tips that I think would be very helpful in completing it. Tip number 1, do not procrastinate. That is the worst thing you can do with an 80-hour project because it will only hurt you. Trust me. Tip number 2, if you're having trouble picking an idea for your Gold Award, make a list of 10 or 20, even 5 ideas will do. And just narrow them down to what you think you can accomplish and what will really interest you. Because if you don't find your project interesting, you're going to have a hard time the next 6 to 12 months when you're working on it. Network, network, network. Get in touch with people from your community, local business owners to maybe help you fundraise it, and city council members to get approval for projects that might need it. Anybody you can network with who will help your project, do it. I said it a little bit earlier, but note every single thing you do and put it in your time log. If you drive somewhere that's 15 minutes away to go to a meeting, put your 15-minute drive time in there. If you have to go pick up materials to build something, put that in there. Anything and anything counts. And like I said earlier, it's a big 80-hour project. So any little minute counts. This is my last tip I really have. But before you start your project, or if you get into it, make sure you love what you're doing. Make sure you have a project where you will take care of it and you will really love it. Because if you don't, you're not going to care about the project and it's not going to be good. So make sure of that before you really get into it. And that's my last tip. Well, I hope you find all these tips very helpful throughout the process through your Gold Award project. I wish you all the best of luck and thank you for watching my video. Bye!